Actually, the pair has surged higher, reclaiming the ground above the 148.50 level. So this is actually has been anticipated in the midst of a rate cut on the US interest rates. Though if we're gonna think about it, the interest rate cut is actually somehow a bearish tone for the US dollar. But if we're gonna compare it with the Japanese yen, which held its interest rates at 0.50%, if we're gonna consider the interest rate differentials, the USD is still quite favorable compared to the Japanese yen when it regards to the interest rate differentials. So that is just one thing why the US JPY broke out of the range. So observing the range, we actually broke out nicely with a strong momentum to the upside. So another thing that we need to consider why the US dollar is stronger versus the yen as of now is, well, it's related to the divergence between the Fed and the BOJ. Another thing is, actually the Fed is quite cautious in its stance, and they are acknowledging the risks of softer labor conditions but remains wary of the inflation rate. And another thing is, somehow the BOJ has not been so much hawkish from the past few months. So with regards to this, we're seeing that the US dollar is somehow gaining traction over the US dollar. But if you're gonna ask me what's the main thing about this one, why the US dollar is stronger versus the yen, what I'm looking at is the interest rate differential of 3.75% advantage of the US dollar versus the yen. So of course, you'd like to participate more with the higher interest rates. So with regards to that, this is my bullish scenario. I like this volume imbalance to take a hold of the price. But if ever that the fair value gap on the 4-hour would soon break down, this would potentially be a sign of maybe a pullback lower inside the range. So to learn more about our contents, visit our website, ACY Securities. Go to our Learn tab and you would be able to see my educational contents just for you. So check out any of my content, and I have a library of contents for you to dig in.